Hey guys, so welcome to video number 2. I'm not normally one that is gonna post videos, and it's actually been a while since I posted something, and I may not have subscribers, which is okay. I think this is just a way for me to kind of just talk about stuff I'm passionate about, and if it helps someone else, then awesome. But I am really into health and wellness and fitness, and in my last video I was actually studying for my personal training certification, and I got it back in June or July, so I ended up passing my test, and I'm actually a group fitness instructor right now, and I also work at a supplement place, so I help with nutrition plans and all kinds of cool stuff like that. So it's pretty much been great since I got my certification. Everything has been amazing. I've met a lot of great people, been able to help some great people. I've learned so much about my own body and how it works and what works best for it and what doesn't. I've changed my training routines and my eating recently. But yeah, just a lot of cool stuff. And from what I've learned, everyone's body is completely different. There's going to be certain things that work well for you that don't work well for someone else. So certain diets and stuff, like some people it works amazing for them. That's something they can maintain for the rest of their life. Me, fad diets, I cannot do because my body will maybe react okay to it, and then as soon as I mess up, I go right back to where I started. And I just believe in just healthy eating, still enjoying like food that you love. I still ate pretty bad on Christmas and Thanksgiving, but I got it back together where it was supposed to be, and I'm eating healthy again. But I think it's just about a good relationship with food. And also, since the last time I talked, I did do a fast. I wasn't able to do the full 48-hour fast, but I was able to go for about 43 hours. I just started feeling pretty weak and pretty bad, so I knew it was time to cut it. But the whole experience basically for the fast was just trying to fix my relationship with food, because I'm one of those people who struggle with self-image and how I see myself. I mean, yeah, I care what others think, but I think mostly for what I've struggled with is just me not liking me, and having such a high standards. Like, well, you're a trainer, you should look this way, you should do this, you need to be perfect about everything. So when I would eat bad, I would basically punish myself and try to eat as less as possible, and it was just kind of like up and down. I wasn't getting results, obviously, but it was just mentally, I was drained. I felt terrible. Hated myself. Sorry, my cat is being a cat. But I think that if you have a healthy relationship with food and you're being active and just, being healthy, still enjoying yourself, going out and having a good time, but not overindulging, I think that is okay. Don't be so focused on a weight number and looking like this fitness model on Instagram or anything like that, because that is so dangerous. I don't know about you guys, but for me mentally, I have to mute those people or unfollow them, not because I despise them for being that way, but it's just for me mentally. I know that it'll take me to a dark place and then start the cycle over again, which I don't want. And so I just think that however you are right now, however you look, if you were trying to be healthy and working on yourself, but also mentally working on yourself and being positive and having a healthy relationship with food and exercise, then I think you're going to be okay. And I think that it's good to just embrace who you are and love that person, because God only gave us one body, and it's up to us to take care of it. God didn't say you have to look like a fitness model to be in shape, or you're supposed to look like this. He designed you the way that you are for a reason. He designed you with all of your flaws. Everything that you see as flaws is designed for a reason. I have flaws, and that I have been completely self-conscious about for my whole life. And it has got to me to the point where I would go into depression mode and in tears And I just don't think you should let that control you. Embrace it and love it. I'm not saying be prideful about it, because I also think that God doesn't really like us to be prideful. But I just think that just being confident in how God made you, and specifically you, is for a certain purpose. Just as a personal testimony, I've never loved the way my body was shaped. I got made fun of a lot in high school and growing up and in college, when I was in college as well. And I got married, and it just been a great way to kind of tell myself it doesn't matter what anybody else thinks, because as long as I'm doing what's good for my body, then that's what matters. And I just have to learn to love the way God made me. Another thing is, which you can probably tell, is, which I never thought I would ever talk about this for the world to see, but I'm very, or have been very self-conscious about my smile. That has been something that I've been made fun of for my entire life. Even after I got braces, I was still self-conscious, because I was like, why did I finally get braces and I still hate the way I look? And why am I still getting made fun of? Because this was supposed to be the solution. And then one day I had someone come up to me, and I sing in a worship team I used to at this church before I moved to Texas. But someone came up to me who I didn't know, and they just said that every morning that they see me on stage and they see my smile, they just see Christ. And I just think that was kind of a wake-up call to me, because I believe God made me this way for a reason, because He's using me. And even though you're going to find people who are going to say negative things about your flaws, or the way that you are, the way that you talk, the way, I don't know, anything that you've been made fun of for, or that you're self-conscious about, God's going to use that. And just pray that He will, because He definitely will. So I know this is kind of supposed to be like a fitness thing, but I just kind of got wound up. But yeah, it's also, part of all of what I was trying to say is that goes with fitness and being healthy and just loving who you are, and who God designed you to be. So sorry for all my stuttering and kind of all over the place. I actually did not have a plan of what I was going to say. I was just like going to roll with it, and I think so far it's been pretty good. But since the last time we talked, a lot has gone on. But I'd love to go more in depth. If you have questions, just ask me, comment. I also have an Instagram. It is Tara C. Tom, so Tara, TARACTOMES. It's on Instagram if you ever want to follow my page. I also have a Fit page if you want to look at that one. Honestly, it's weird, but I can't remember the username to it. But if you have questions, don't hesitate to message me about anything. But moving here and not really making friends yet has been crazy, because I moved from Mississippi to Texas after getting married, and I really haven't had the chance to really make any friends. And I think that this is just my way to kind of helping any way I can, and maybe connecting with some of you who maybe can meet me on the same level. Maybe not, but it's good to see other sides of what someone thinks or feels about certain topics. But just let me know. I'm open to talking about pretty much anything. I'm an open book. So thank you for listening to me ramble for a good almost 9 minutes. And I hope you all have a great and happy new year and a blessed rest of your day. Thank you so much for listening.